Hey everyone, so this is a real quick go through toward this through this lab. As you can see, this is really like a first draft, and the video lecture tutorial that you'll be seeing is the link will be right here. So this lab will be like the first lab that will form the basis of the rest of the work that we're going to do the rest of the semester, because if you can't do this lab, then you're not going to be able to do the other labs. So all we're going to do is bring up Wireshark, or not necessarily Wireshark. We're going to bring up the web server right here, and I'm going to try to make this real quick. And at the same time, I'm going to make it so like I'm opening up VMware Fusion, and I'm going to open it up like this, and we're going to go to Debian Linux, and we're waiting for it to load up, and this is live, one shot. And the first thing we want to do when we bring up Linux is we want to make a beeline for the terminal. And then we want to do apt install update. And you really want to do this every single solitary time. And wouldn't you know, a live demo, and I've already messed up. We have to put in sudo, and let me put in my um, password and sudo apt. Oh, it's sudo apt update, not install updates. Update, sudo apt update. My mistake. And then we want to do apt sudo apt upgrade, and we want to do yes, and we want to run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade every single solitary time. And there is a way you can run them concurrently. You use the double ampersand, but this is just the simplest way. And it's better to do it frequently, literally every time you bust open your virtual machine, because this way, as you can see, the updates do not take that long, and as you can see, it's actually updating certain things with the processor. Here's certain things with the on the boot level, I guess you could say. So that's always critical. Let me type in clear, and the first thing is you want to do sudo ifconfig to take a look at your IP address. Now, if ifconfig isn't installed, you would have to install NetTools, and it would direct you to that. The other thing is making sure that you are sharing, like, if you go to your virtual machine and you go to your network adapter, you may want to be on bridged auto detect, and you can tell by the IP address that you are in the subnet that you need to be. And what I'm going to do is you're going to make sure you can ping the virtual machine from your host, which is what you want. And you can see we've already done that, and we're going to run the command. We're going to run the command python space dash m http python 3 dash m http server 8000. So that Python has already been installed. So we're going to press enter, and we can see that it has come up, and we're going to go to our Wireshark. And then even before we go to our Wireshark, and as it says permission denied, we are going to go to our, we're just going to go to, my apologies, we're going to go to our web browser right here on the host machine, and we're going to go to our web address of 192.168.1.94. So make sure it matches the IP address of your virtual server, and we're going to specifically go to the port 8000. Okay, so that's called a socket, just so you know. So we go to our web browser, we'll say HTTP and 192.168.194 colon 8000. So an IP address and a port number is what you call a socket, and we can see that it has already come up. Okay, and we can see the messages right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to refresh, and we're going to go to our VMnet, and we're going to look. We can easily look for the IP address of 192.168.1.94. Here it is right here. And we can just press stop. And then we can do all of our searching right here. And then we can click on it. And then we can go to analyze. And then go to follow. Okay, 1 second. Let's find, hold on just a second. Okay, analyze, follow, UDP stream. And that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Let's continue without saving. And let's reload the page again. Continue without saving. And let's delete this for a second. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're looking for. Here's where we're looking for HTTP right here, and then we're going to stop it. So HTTP, analyze, follow, HTTP stream. And here is some of them right here, some of the information. Okay, and we can go to TCP here. And we can go through the different packets just to see what information we can acquire, okay? And we can actually uncover packets which will actually show the web page that was brought up in plain text as well. So we'll go to analyze, follow, TCP stream, okay? So we can, here is all the information that we can grab. So the idea is to try to get as much information as we can from the packets.